and Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 31. Rotate.
Check, check. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Xplane 11.95, aka Xplane-12. Boy, it has been I don't even remember the last time we streamed Xplane-12, but it's been quite some time. I think the last time we did fly it, we were in the Felis 747, which to this day, in my opinion, is the best 747 classic representation that we have ever seen in flight sim. And it is the only reason, I'll be honest with you right now, the Felis 747 is the only reason Xplane-12 is on my desktop PC. There is something special about this airplane that just makes you want to come back for more. It's difficult to, or it's easier. I don't want to say it's easy to learn, but it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. It brings the challenge. It brings a lot to it, and it's the GOAT. It is the GOAT of Xplane-12. So we're locked and loaded in Xplane-12, ready to go. I fast forwarded the time to 6 p.m. It's 6:02 local time, p.m. in the sim, San Francisco, and we're going to do a sunset flight over Phoenix Sky Harbor. I know it's a short route. We're doing this flight just to kind of get re-familiar with the airplane. I haven't flown in a very long time, like I said, and this is a possibility that we will take this on our Euro Tour send-off long-haul flight. So we're trying to get familiar with the airplane again. I've done some warm-up pre-flight starts and all that, just trying to get back in the swing of things. We'll see how good I do or how bad I do, but that's why we're doing a short haul version tonight. You guys voted for the United Airlines. I did have the America West 74. I thought that'd be cool, but we're gonna rock the United Battleship Gray, one of the best liveries ever to grace the 747. So I did not install Mr. Phoenix. No, I didn't, Gus. I don't think I did. I didn't install anything, man. There's nothing in Xplane-12 that leads me to want to install any add-ons. I did install better pushback, though. Looks like the airport lights just turned on. I mean, I don't fly this sim for visuals because there's nothing you can do to make it visually better than Microsoft Flight Sim. I fly this sim for the add-ons. The only add-on that I don't have in Microsoft Flight Sim that I want is a 747 Classic. So that's why we're here. That's what we're doing. No light pollution affecting clouds and no rain visible at a distance. Oh, you're talking about, let the arguments begin. So anyway, we're ready to roll. We're going to skip the shout-outs. We're going to get right to it because just look how beautiful that thing is. Look how beautiful she is. Q400 is great. Xplane-12. Yeah, Q400 is cool. I can wait, though. I can wait for one of Microsoft Flight Sim. So lighting is better in Xplane. Change my view. What do you mean? Lighting? As in, like, runway lighting? I don't know, dude. Look at this. We still got dark cockpits going on. I think it might be a Felis thing. Who knows? It's still pretty dark in the cockpit, if you ask me. But once we get it, that's why we're doing sunset flight, because once you get everything brightened up and the lights on, it's actually quite nice. But, I mean, I think the airport lighting is pretty good in Xplane-12. I think that's a little bit more realistic for sure. Other than that, I think that's where it ends. Now, this is, it's definitely, in terms of the graphical juice, it's in terms of the graphical juice here with the clouds, you can see massive improvements. Like this little sunset thing going on here is pretty nice. So you got the sunset, the cloud reflections, the sun coming off. I mean, this looks really good. I mean, comparing to where Xplane used to be, this is worlds better. I mean, it's very passable. The biggest thing still, no default ortho. Someone said get the map enhancement. Ain't nobody got time to download map enhancement mods and all that stuff. But I'm sure if you put the time in it, you could make it look good. I don't want to invest the time into making the sim look any better than what it does right now because, like I said, I only fly this sim for the Felis. Key 6, what's up, man? Yes, we did step back in time. Welcome to 2015. 2015. So, but either way, this is a massive improvement in terms of environmentals, and you're going to see more of that as we take off and fly this route with the sunset. Have I updated in the past year? Yeah, everything's updated, man. Everything's updated. Felis is updated. The sim is updated. I even got an updated GSX GSX. Was it GSX? No. Updated better pushback because that was crashing my sim. So, any future for Xplane for real? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't know, man. Not for me. I'm sure that's going to trigger somebody, but not for me, I hope Felis will maybe stop by because I had an idea. Is there a number to start a GoFundMe for Felis to petition him to bring this into Microsoft Flight Sim? I would definitely start a GoFundMe. I would support that to see if we could get him to program this for Microsoft 2024. Probably a pipe dream, but we got a whole lot of work to do. See, look at this. See, that's how it should look, I think. And then standby, back to pitch black. So, anyway, I'm going to go heads down here for a quick minute because we're going to begin the setup process. So the setup process on this aircraft is quite extensive, but it is quite immersive. So let me get my yoke connected. I never started my CLS to sim. Hold on, give me a second, chat. We're going to want to connect the yoke before we do anything because if we forget... we're going to have problems. Now, why is CLS not booting up? Okay, there we go. Took a minute. Started to scare me there. All right, I'm going to initialize my yoke, and then we're going to start going. Problem is PMDG will nuke him in sales if off name recognition. You have a point there. So, I mean, I hope the PMDG 74 can... I guess you're right. I that kind of space on that. Yeah, that would be... They're making the classic 7.4, so it would be quite the challenge. I hope they can bring it. I mean, I really, really do. Let me get my 747 profile loaded in and connected to sim. Here we go. Vega, thank you for the £5, man. Appreciate you. V1 recently found out I have a place on EasyJet's pilots training program. You've given me so much motivation to get this far. Thank you for all you do. Hey, Vega. Well, that is fantastic, man. Congratulations. Thanks for the £5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Keep us updated on your progress, man. That is absolutely fantastic, man. So that's pretty cool. All right, up to the overhead. It's time to go to work. First things first, we're going to get the battery switch on. We're going to get the standby power into normal. I just had some charts loaded up here. I'm going to get ground power connected.
Cockpit to ground. Connect ground power.
So here's the thing that this airplane, there's something about this airplane that when I say it brings something special, I think it brings a feeling that you are part of a crew. And
Ground power connected.
I don't know if it has to do with the crew communication, the default checklist, or whatever it is. There's something about this airplane that just brings that extra level of immersion, and I absolutely love it. But we'll go ahead and connect the GPU. That's on. We'll get the oops, meant to put you into norm, auto. Let's get some galley power on. Let's get the fans on, recirc. Those can come on as well. Standby power is in normal. Let's get the panel lights coming up. Little background lighting here. Circuit breaker lighting. I'm actually going to turn the Gasper off just because it's a little bit loud. I'm going to start my overhead flow here, and then we'll get back to the chat. So overhead flow, I'm actually going to start radio masters 1 and 2. We're going to put the INS into a line. Then we're going to go ahead and come down the left-hand side. That's off. We'll go ahead and turn you on. We'll arm the body gear steering, nav lights, logo lights. No smoking, seatbelt signs. They can come, they can stay off actually for right now. It's fine. We'll pretend it's 1969. Dome light, a little bit extra juice there. Those stays off. That looks good. We need to do some tests over here. Over rotation test. Warning test. That checks out. Coming down to the pedestal. We're going to do the ground clocks.
Pull up. Glide slope. Glide slope. Pull up. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Rudder ratio test. We'll do the instrument warning test. That checks. We'll clear that out. Coming back down here, I'm going to get a little bit of light on. Center panel flood. That looks good. We're going to throw you into go around. We're in standby 2000 for right now. I'll actually just leave you off. All right, that looks good. With that set, we're going to begin the INS programming. But before we do that, we're actually going to start loading the airplane here. Let me get some juice in here. Just do a check here for the electric hydraulic. That checks out. That works out. All right, okay, good. Blackbird Controls. My man, Blackbird, what's up, man? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Cough, USB-C. Cough, I know, my bad. I misspoke, Blackbird. I misspoke. There was a longer comment I tried to post to YouTube. Doesn't seem to want me to post. Not sure if you saw that. No, I didn't see it, Blackbird Controls. I did, however, post a video, a shorts video about the tillers that we're going to be rocking and rolling. USB-C. USB-C. I misspoke. I do not have a USB-C long enough to reach the tiller for my Blackbird tiller. But we can look at that at cruise, too. But yes, I'm very excited to try the Blackbird Controls tiller. I kind of wanted to rock it on the 7.4 just because it would match the color of the 747 tiller right here. But have no fear, Blackbird. We're going to get some videos out this week for you. I just had to get a longer USB-C because I got to go about, I don't know, I probably need like a 5-footer to be honest with you. Just the way it's routed. So I appreciate the support, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Ken LeMay, thank you for the 23 months. 23 awesome months. Love being able to catch your streams. Hey, man, love having you here. Love having you here. All right. Let's begin the payload situation here. So I got to pull out my sim brief. There is no direct sim brief integration, which, you know what, I am totally fine with because this airplane is about as old school as as they come, and I love kind of doing everything manual. So I'm going to just bring my numbers in. We're taking... this says 237. Let's take a little more than that. Let's juice it up here. We got 260 viewers in chat, so let's take 260. We're going to take the number of chat. We got 260. We're taking 13,000 pounds of cargo. We're actually going to round that up. I want to be a little bit heavier. I don't want to be super light. We're going to take 20,000 pounds of cargo. We're going to board and start loading. While that's in progress, looking at the fuel, block fuel 83,000 pounds if I was a professional. So I am not a professional. Let's round that up to 90,000 pounds of gas for some fluff. 90,000 pounds. We're going to call tanker to add drain this amount. So we're going to call tanker to add / drain this amount. No, call tanker to reach total amount. There we go. Okay, cool. So it's going to begin tanking. All right. Now, with that said, it's time to go heads down and do some alignment. Now, the alignment you cannot do in remote mode, so I'm going to quickly run through this here myself. Now, I have our handy-dandy gates already locked and loaded. We are at Foxtrot 13, so we're going to load our pause from this position right here, located north. 3737, 2, insert, west. 122, 23, 2, insert. North, 37, 37, 2, insert, west. 122, 23, 2, insert. Last position, north, 37, 37, 2, insert, west. 122, 23, decimal 2, insert. Beautiful. They're going to begin the alignment phase. So now we're going to go waypoint 1, swip view to waypoint 1, waypoint 1, 1. All right, now we're going to go ahead and begin the remote processes. Yeah, remote processes. 122, 23, 3 for 3. What did I mess up? Did I already screw that up? No, for Fox 13, 122, 23, 3. Oh, I did mess it up. What did I put in there? Well, I put 2 across the board, right? That's okay. It's not going to make a difference as long as they all match. You're right. Good catch, though, Vodka. I put in the wrong one starting out of the gate, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. One gate off. So, but if this was a line check, probably have to answer that. All right. Next thing is our charts. I'm going to be loading in the waypoints from Sky Vecta here. Now we are in remote mode. Now instead of loading everything, I'm just gonna load the VORs because we don't have any ATC, anything like that, and I don't want to sit here and program 25 waypoints. So we're gonna start with Big Sur. North 3610.8, 3610.8, insert west 121, 38, 5. Insert waypoint 2 is going to be RZS north 3430 decimal 5, 3430 decimal 5. Insert west 19119 46.2. Yeah, you could do the roundup, but no, I don't. It's not going to make any difference. You're just going to be a couple feet off. You won't even know the difference. But yeah, you're supposed to round up technically. But it will be fine. I promise you. Next one is VTU North 34069. Insert West 11902 decimal 9. Insert 11902 decimal 9. Beautiful. Waypoint 4. LAX. So I've hand-picked this route because I want to fly over LAX at sunset here if we can see anything. LAX located north 3355. Uh-oh, no, 3355. Yeah, 3355 decimal 9er. Insert west 11852. 11852. Nope. Scratch that. 11825 decimal 9. Going crazy already. Insert next one. From there, PDZ, which is Paradise VOR, north 3355 1. Insert west 117 31.8. Beautiful. Waypoint 6 is going to bring us to Palm Springs north 3352.2. Insert west 11625. 11625 decimal 7. Waypoint 7 is Blythe north 33357. Insert west 11445.6. Insert. Waypoint 8, we'll skip to the next page, is Buckeye, and then it's going to be the field. So Buckeye is located north 33272, 33272, west 11249. Oops. West 11249. 4. And then waypoint 9 will be the field. Sky Harbor located north 3326.0, insert west 112.006, insert. All right. Now, if we take a look here, that checks. I'll make sure they all copied over. They did. Beautiful. They all did. All right, cool. Distance time 93. We're still in the alignment phase. Oh, we're actually pretty much aligned. 05. Yep, they're all ready. So, come back up here. We're going to go align nav, align nav, align nav. With that done, we're going to get the APU spooled up. And once the APU is spooled up, we'll get some air on, we'll do some more flows, and then we'll do a before start checklist. All right. Whew. If Beyond ATC ever came to Xplane, my time on Microsoft would be reduced. You know what? I was actually disappointed to find out Beyond ATC is not on Xplane-12. I thought it was for some reason. Apache Eagle, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Speaking of Buckeye, Texas OUC. Oh my gosh, Bills Mafia, I know. Big game this weekend. Big game this weekend. All right, APU is up and running. Let's get the air on. Get some air to the cabin. All right, sipping on my tea here. Let me go ahead and get some panel lighting on. All right, there we go. So that is set. We can turn remote feature off for right now. All right, let's get a quick METAR. Two 9er1. All right, 29901 is set. With that set, let's go ahead and run a before start checklist here. Run it.
Before start checklist.
I gotta do takeoff config check. There we go.
Gear lever and lights. Down and check. Brakes. Parked. Start levers. Off. Radios. On and check. Flight control hydraulic power. On. INS. Check and nav. Compasses. Slaved. Window heat.
Ah. My bad.
On. Seatbelts and no smoking. On. Emergency lights. Damn.
What? Oh my gosh.
Armed.
Missed the emergency lights right in the middle of the overhead.
Exterior lights.
It's the easiest one.
Check. Flight instruments. Check. Altimeters and clocks. 1013. Set and cross check. Radio INS switches. Radio.
The radio for
Radar
right
and
now.
transponder. Damn.
Damn.
Stand by. Indicator lights. Check. Engine and wing anti-ice. Off. Stall warning. Check. Mach airspeed warning. Check. Auto brakes. Check and off. Body gear steering. Arm. Anti-skid. On. Autopilot and flight director. Check and off. Takeoff warning. Check. Auto flight enunciators. Check. GPWS. Check. Instrument warning. Check. Flight director computer selectors. Check. Instrument source selectors. Normal. Reserve brake valve. Closed. Spoilers. Down. Static selectors. Normal. Oxygen mask and regulator. Hold on.
Oh, it is supposed to be a normal, huh?
Check and emergency off.
All right, the next one is continue after hydraulic pressure. So what we can do is we can run that, and then we can run that.
Brake pressure. Check. Stabilizer trim. Check and on. Rudder and aileron trim. Check. Checklist completed.
All right, before start pilots is complete. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves and run the flight engineer, let's go ahead and take a look at our payload. That is completed, so we're technically done boarding. 13 crew, 260 packs, 20,000 pounds of cargo. Our refueling has been completed. We got 90,000 pounds on board. So let's do some performance calc. Let's go ahead and take the data from the sim. Let's go ahead and set the weather from the sim. And we're going to do... I forgot. There's like a... Runway is dry. Damp. I guess it might be damp because we'll just run damp. Outside air temperature 19.29 or 9 or 1. 320 at 9, 10,000 foot, and we're actually at sea level here. Runway heading is going to be 280. No slope. Okay, so with that, flaps 15. Flaps 10, rather. Set the speed bugs. 161, 181, 201, and 221. Initial pitch up is going to be 17 degrees. Put the flight director on. Oops. And we'll run this pitch up. That's as high as it goes. 15, 17 with initial of 15. That is set. V2 148. That's also set. Wonderful. Let's head back over to our flight engineer panel. Let's do a couple of things. Let's clean this up. Let's go ahead and we're on APU power. So we're going to close that. We don't need any ground power. That's good. Norm for there. What I also need to do is disconnect the GPU. So ground.
Cockpit to ground.
GPU.
Disconnect ground power.
And then we're going to get our boost pumps on. Fuel totalizer and gross weight will verify 553.8, 89.9 on board. That checks. Looking good. APU 1, Gen 1, and Gen 2 are all set. We're disconnected from external power. Wonderful. So I think we'll run it from here. Right after we get aft cargo heat into normal. And we would do, of course, the squib test. Left, right. There we go. A's and B's are checked. Fuel jettison panel is in normal. That all looks good there as well. Okay, so I think we're ready to run the flight engineer checklist. Look at that sky, though. Look at that. Hey, Gus, where you at, man? Look at that sky. All right, let's go ahead and run flight engineer checklist now.
Battery on. APU panel. Check. Auxiliary power. Check. Engine oil quantity. Check. Fuel quantity. 89888 pounds. Fuel panel. Check and set. Pressurization controls. Check and set. Bleed controls. Let's see.
This. I think he wants these off, right? No.
Check and set.
He just wants one off, I guess. All right, cool.
Hydraulic quantity.
Or it's actually have to be halves
Check.
all the way, I think.
EPR computer. Go around. Circuit breakers. Check. Indicator lights. Check. Electrical panel. Check and set. Air conditioning controls. This.
Oh, he wants packs off for start? No.
Check and set. Fire control and wing overheat panels. Check and set. Equipment cooling. Check. Passenger oxygen. Check. Hydraulic panel. Check and set. Fuel jettison panel. Check. Crew oxygen. On. Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. ADPs off. Checklist completed.
All right. So that leaves us pretty much ready to boot up. I know I'm not very interactive on this here, chat, on the for getting us off the gate, but just bear with me on this. Now we need to actually see what we're doing. So I don't need you anymore. This is our SID. We're going to blast off runway 28. It's going to be basically heading 281. So I'm going to set heading 281. 281, and you're going to join the San Francisco heading 281 to norm. I'm going to give us I'm going to vector us. We're going to go over the San Francisco Bay Bridge because it's just too cool not to, and there's no ATC online. So, well, I'm banned anyway. So 281, and that's off of the San Francisco 15-8. So we're going to do a cinematic departure. 15-8, course 281, and then that's going to take us out to norm, which is 12.9 DME. Then we're going to make a right turn to Sausalito at 16.2, and I'm going to have 16.2 on nav 2 with an inbound course 191. Flip that around. That's going to be, was that 301, I believe? So the course 2 is going to be 191, 010 rather, or 011 rather. Yep, 011. So 011 to Sausalito. We're doing our own style departure, and then eventually we will nav up and go INS. But until then, we're going to be in radio mode. That is set. For taxi out, we're going to taxi out here. We'll push back runway 28 left for departure. We're going to take Foxtrot all the way down to 28 left. Okay, you've been briefed. I've been briefed. I think it's time to get out of here. So let's go ahead and do Shift G, detach the jetway. I love it. I love it. How does Xplane compare to Microsoft? It doesn't, man. It does not compare. There's no comparison. One more item on the pre-takeoff checklist. Like the stream. Yes, please. If you like this airplane, which you should, please smash the like button. These 747 streams are hit or miss. Sometimes you guys love them. Sometimes you guys don't want to see Xplane. But we haven't flown this in a really long time, so let's go ahead and smash that like button for 747 goatness. All right. Beacon is on. We're going to commence the pushback. And we're going to push back tail out towards the left.
All right, Captain. Got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
All right. Start pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
All right. Tow's on his way. Standing by. What's up, Diego Gaming? This is not Concorde. This is the Felis 747-200. Felis 747-200. You or two are kicking off with the Clipper 747 easy? I know, man. I would love to. Now, here's the thing. Somebody said that they're able to get FTSim working with the default 747-8 in Microsoft right now because you can download it. If I can figure that out, we will probably have to do that because, I don't know, we'll see. But Austin Gray, you're absolutely right. If anything, this just gets me extra jacked for the PMDG 74 Microsoft. When that thing drops, I'm serious. I'm seriously taking a month off of work if I can. Because that's all we're going to fly. Because imagine,
all right.
imagine
Looks like
this
the doors and hatches are closed, and we're
in
ready
a
to
sim
connect.
where the whole world is looking amazing by default. September with 12.3 weather radar will be on the new API, so realistic display from the manual to the new auto mode. Really, Gus? All right. Speaking of, we'll have our weather radar down here ready to go. It's in standby. Did you tell me to release brakes? I wasn't paying attention. He might have.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to
brake
go.
released.
Brakes release, clear to push, sir.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, we have 4 engines to start. We'll be here all day, so let's go ahead and get them ready.
Ready to start the engines.
Anybody know how United
Ready for
used to
engine
start their
start.
engines? Was it 4 to 1, 1 to 4? Inboard, outboards? Let's go ahead and start 4 first. Here we go. Shh.
Starting engine 4.
Starter valve open.
Starter valve open. Rotation.
%, and 2.
Fuel on.
I love it. Engine stabilized. All right. Number 3.
Starting engine 3.
Starter valve open.
I thought you would only maybe start 2 engines and push back because you don't want to overpower the tug.
%, and 2.
We'll listen to the cutouts on this.
Fuel on.
The call outs.
Light up.
Oh, you can hear the fuel burning. That subtle.
Starter off.
Look at that. We'll just wait to start the other 2. I don't know if can you start all 4 under tow? I love it.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Brake set, clear disconnect. We're starting
And
1
we're
and 2.
disconnecting the tow.
Starting
Give me just a
engine
moment.
2.
Starter valve open. %, and 2.
Fuel on.
Gosh, I love this livery. Look at the wear on the dirt, the grime around the engine, the doors there. Whew, that's so freaking loud. All right,
Engine stabilized.
engine stabilized.
And
Last
we're
one.
Starting
disconnected.
engine 1.
Signaling pin on the right. Take it
Starter
easy and have a
valve
safe flight.
Starter valve open. Shift 8 is better. What's shift 8? Brad Ward, what's going on, my man? 727 stream when? Man, whenever you guys vote for it.
Fuel on.
Thanks for the 8-month support, man. Appreciate you.
Light up.
Thrust set, what's up, my man? You've flown this exact livery many times, IRL. Nice. Best livery, man. I think it's best United livery ever. Battleship Gray.
Starter off. Engine stabilized.
All right, engine stabilized. We got some work to do. So, one, two, three, four. That's closed. APU air off. Stop that. Let's get some air to the cabin right now. That's coming back on. ADPs. Those are off. That's closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gens all look good. Don't need to do the gen test. We'll leave you on generator 1. Fuel heats are off. Auto after start. That all checks. We're doing up here. We're going to go probe 1 and 2. Those are on. Start valve is closed. I think we're ready. Flaps 10. Look at those flaps, how they go out and then down. 727 flap adjustment went. All right, confirm we are flaps 10. We are flaps 10. Flight control check. We never set the trim. Trim takeoff is stab trim 3.7. 3.7. That checks. All right, let's go ahead and run. We got anti-skid and brake overheat. I think the brake overheat is because of better pushback. Am I not wrong? Overheat. Yeah, we have a brake overheat right now. I think that's better pushback. That's why I shouldn't have used better pushback. Better pushback is dead to me. All right, let's go ahead and run it.
After start checklist.
Flight recorder.
On.
Start switches.
Off.
Beacon lights.
On.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Engine NDIs.
Off.
Electrical panel. Check. Pack valves. Open. Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Check. Flight recorder. On. After start checklist completed.
All right. Let's run it.
Taxi checklist, please.
Flaps. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Takeoff data. EPR and airspeed bugs.
Shoots. We need to be EPR. Takeoff.
Set and cross check.
Stabilizer trim.
Set in green band.
Probe heat.
On.
Flight controls.
Check.
Yaw dampers.
Check.
Seat belts and shoulder harness.
Check.
APU. Off. Fuel heat. Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat. Normal. Seat belts and shoulder harness. Check. Taxi checklist completed.
Maybe it was just maybe I had it set wrong. I had it set wrong. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, we're ready to taxi. Are you ready? Let's do this. We'll get the actually. We do the inboards.
Parking brake released.
Park brake release check. Oh, turn down a little bit. He's ready. Let's go. Golly. All right, I love it. Where are we going here? I just made the turn because I wanted to do the turn for the camera. I probably shouldn't have made the turn. I just did a turn for the camera. Alright. Kind of a tight taxiway here. Yeah, I want Alpha Fox. That's alright. No harm, no foul. Where's the nose light? Is there not a nose light on the 7.4? Am I going crazy? Okay, this is a turn-off light. What do they use? Turn-offs and inboards? Or just the inboards? Probably just the inboards, right? Okay, so let's see. We're headed out. We got our 281. 281 is set. Oh, no, 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 no. Almost engaged the auto throttle. Oh my gosh, flight director switches, flight director's on, off, that's, we'll just set, I tell you what, for cinematic purposes, let's maintain 4,000 so we can see the Golden Gate Bridge. So 4,000 will be our initial altitude there. Yeah, I wanted the other taxiway. It's okay, we're on this one now. We'll figure it out. You use the inboards and turn off? Alright. Well, I got a feeling that this is, well, Xplane has the best default sceneries ever. You wouldn't have the blue taxiway lights inside of the taxiway. What's up, V1? What's up? Well, good to see you, man. Don't mind me, I'm just taking out all the taxiway lights over here. Actually, we're not. We're staggering. At least no Minecraft airports. So that is correct. There is no Minecraft airports. Alright, I'm going to go back to options. I'm going to turn down the externals a tad. There we go. So that's still loud enough, but not deafening, right? You need to get back into X-Plane aviation, dude? The only reason you need to get back into X-Plane is for the Felis. That's it. Alright, this is where we wanted to be on originally. Alright, clear left. Clear right, clear to cross. So I wish my cockpit would stay like that. Man, I thought we did pretty good. We've been on the ground 46 minutes to get this beast fired up, man. 46 minutes. And I haven't wasted very much time. I thought we did pretty good. Just a reminder, if you want to see more X-Plane, or if you don't want to see more X-Plane, hit the like button. Let's get this 747 stream up there. That way we can do more 747 flights. That's all I care about. I just want to do more 747 flights. It is the GOAT. Alright, can we run it before takeoff? Let's get it ready. Let's get ignitions, flight start. We're going to do everything but body gear, steering, and then we'll stop at the engineer.
Before takeoff checklist.
Icing considerations.
Check.
Cabin alert.
Check.
Transponder.
Hold on.
What? Oh, yeah. Forgot all about it.
Check.
Ignition.
Flight start.
Body gear steering.
Hold on.
We're going to hold it right there. This is SFO. Yep. This is San That taxi is so recognizable. Yeah. There was so remember when the Asiana 777 hit the seawall? There was a 747 United that was getting ready to depart. They were next in line. I think they sat there and held short of the runway for hours because they couldn't go anywhere. I think they eventually got a tug maybe and had to push them back because they were going to take off 128 right, was it? Or maybe it was 28 left, but either way, after the accident, they couldn't taxi. They had to stay in one spot. Flyby. Golly, it looks so good. Alrighty, we're going to turn on to the runway here. Once we get her straight, we'll finish up our before takeoff checklists. Jeff Fabiano, what's going on, my man? Back in Xplane, my man. Back in Xplane. Don't look. Close your eyes. I had to fly the 7-4, man. I just had to. Oops, here we go. Taking out runway lights again. Runway 28 left confirmed. There's something about using full-size 7.4 levers. These are the Blackbird control levers. It's the I have 2 727 sets. I absolutely freaking love stacking up 4 of them for the 7.4. It's amazing. All right, let's go. Disarm.
Back valves.
I know.
This.
I got it.
Close.
I got it.
Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Fuel boost pumps. On. Cross feed valves. Check. Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right. Chat. This is the time. The 747 takeoff sounds are absolutely epic. So if you haven't already, smash down that like button. Get your yogas in chat. Little forward pressure on the yoke. Spool them up. 1.05 EPR. Maybe more. Hit it. Gosh. Throttle hold.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Fly with. Sad. One more. Fly by. Oh my gosh. All right, there's 1,500 feet. We're going to go ahead and select heading. So we are heading select, and we're going to come down here. We're going to go climb. Altitude select 4,000. Vertical speed, I'm going to set you up 4,000. I got to lower the nose here a little bit. We're going to continue on this heading here. I got too carried away. Alright, staying on heading about 281. What is it? 281 to 12.9. So we're at 5. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go autopilot. $1,000 to level off. That checks. I got to go back to vertical speed. Run me down a little bit. Oh, I unclicked it. Ah, no, shoot. Outsell. Clean it up. Oh,
Flaps
no.
up.
Flaps are coming on. Packs need to come back on. Dun, dun. We're going fuel heats, auto. Gear handle off. Alright, 4,000. We didn't capture it because I screwed it up. It helps if you turn the autopilot off. What the heck am I screwing up? Alright, auto throttle, command A. Beeper, altitude armed. Goodness me. IAS. I guess we're going up past what I wanted to go up, and that's fine. I'm going to turn this thing down a little bit. Now we're going to level. I guess at 6,000. That's fine. Now I need to flip you back to speed hold now. .9 right turn. Zero 1-1. We could flip you back over 16-2. And we're going to take it over the Golden Gate Bridge, right there. Yeah, it screwed up. I didn't get it. I got it into man. I didn't get it all the way. That's all right. We're going to stay ahead. We're going to heading our way over to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then we'll go back into nav mode. All right, 7,000. We're looking good. Let's do an after takeoff while we're at it. We're going to get hung up at the lights, but that's okay.
After takeoff checklist. Gear lever. Off. Head logo lights. Damn.
We're going to skip those.
Ignition. Check. Seatbelts and no smoking sign. Check. Back valves. Open. Fuel heat. Auto. After takeoff checklist completed.
All right, after takeoff check is complete. We're 250. We're at 7,000 feet. I wanted to be at 4 or 5. That's okay. It'll be a sweet shot as we go over the Golden Gate Bridge here. I got our lights on still. That's fine. I also need to go. I'm gonna turn it outside down a little bit more. Look at this. Golden Gate Bridge flyover, baby. Man, there is something about the Battleship Gray on a 7.4 that is just perfect. That is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and come further right now. 120, we're doing basically a tour of San Francisco here. took a little extra gas. That's perfect. Actually, that's a little aggressive. Let's make it 0.85. We're going to stay at 7,000. Let's see. Our first actual waypoint on our nav log, waypoint 1, was going to be... let's go direct to RZS, which will be waypoint 2 here in a minute. We'll load up waypoint 2 in a minute. Downtown San Francisco. What's the name of that building, Thrust Set? Some bank building, something? Wow. Imagine this in Microsoft 2024. Blackbird controls, my man. Hold on, let me get to that. Let's go waypoint change 02 insert. That's 235. Actually, waypoint 01. Insert. Desired track 159. Let's do it. Nav. We're turning. Let's climb and maintain 11,000 for inbound traffic. So 11 is set. We're going to go vertical speed. 1,000. And actually, we're going to go back to EPR Max. EPR Max. I'm getting the hang of it. Yes, hold it. 250. We'll redirect us here. Waypoint change 01, insert 101, 220. Beautiful. Look at that. Blackbird Controls, thank you, my man, for the 10 gifted memberships. Oh, Chad, we took off. We didn't have a freaking note cam up. What is going on? We got the note cam up. We didn't have the Blackbird Controls cam up. We got nothing going on here. What's up with that, Chad? Well, that was a fail on my part. Blackbird Controls with the 10 gifted subs, though. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Blackbird Controls 747 levers when? Nah, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the support. We're going to be rocking and rolling the Blackbird Control tiller here pretty soon. I got to get a USB-C. Gotta get a USB-C. Desired track 161. Where are we turning? Not 161. Or maybe she is. We just overshot it a little bit. Bank amount check. Full-time 747 pilot here. I just heard something click. What just clicked? It makes me nervous. 10,000 feet. In that case, let's go ahead and get lights off.
Level off.
Nav beacon strobe, wing, logo come off. Let's go ahead and just keep rocking and rolling. Keep it in IAS mode. Actually, no, let's go vertical speed down a little bit. We can accelerate. We'll take it all the way up to 390, I believe. We'll step it up to, what, 330 knots in the climb out. Accelerate here. All right, we're established. Look at that sunset, chat. Little X-Plane sunset. What we might do is we might let it go to straight up dark and then do sunrise. I'm going to turn the cockpit volume sounds down so I can hear myself think. Oh, you're right. Climb speed on the tablet? Or is it on the FO station? Is it on the FO station or is it on our perf calc? Optimum 300. Let's go home leg, though, Diabetic Lad. We'll do 320. Close enough. Yes, lock it in. Yeah, Felix, it's really great at night. Felix, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been, dude? The Felix Menace. Dude, The 7.4 is so much work. This thing is so much work. But I love it. Would you feel this kind of procedure exhausting or enjoyable in real life? Well, here's the thing. You have 4 people up here real world, right? Or 3 people. So your roles are a lot more streamlined. So I'm sure you just get in the, if you don't know anything different, you just kind of get in the workflow, and it's just another day on the job. Now, streaming this single pilot, doing the work of 3 people, and trying to keep you semi-entertained by reading chat messages is very challenging. Bring back flight engineers. 7 months already. Jesse, thank you for the support, my man. Appreciate you. Good times indeed, Jesse. Good times indeed, my man. Now, this is what I don't understand Xplane still got going on here. We got condensation still happening at like 10,000 feet. Is that really a... I don't know. We got aliasing issues here as well. Still needed some work. Kip on the ground, my man. What's up? Thanks for the 6-month support. Hope you're doing well, dude. And real world, you only fly 1 leg at a time. Yeah, most of the time on this thing. I'm sure there was couples, you know, maybe you did 2 legs. You did a short hop there and or a repo and then another leg. But yeah, I don't know many 747-200s doing 3-4 legs a day. You're killing me softly. Felis was my favorite Xplane-11. Left it back in my hangar, but I'm thinking of getting Xplane-12 just to fly this bird. Oh, man. Torny. I mean, there's something special about this bird, dude. There really, really is. And especially if you're like me, where you love the 7.4, it's really hard to not just dabble in it every now and then to try it, you know? Fire up the old Xplane-12. Xplane-12, this is the only reason I have Xplane-12 on my computer. I'm the same way, man. The only reason I have 12 on my computer is for the Felis 7.4. Look at this cockpit, man. Some Japanese domestic routes use 7.4s. Yeah, that is true. I do remember seeing that. Did they use, I wonder how many legs they would do on the 7.4 a day. Wasn't there a crash? Didn't we do a green dot where they talked about how they did like 3 or 4 legs? Maybe they do 2 at a time. Either way, still more than your typical long haul. Mm-hmm. Twiffos, that's what I'm talking about. I think that's one where the tail fell off, right? They had already done like maybe 3 legs or something. Imagine in 2030 when we finally have the PMBG 74100. I know. Well, I would guess fall of 26, maybe. Maybe by fall of 26 we'll know more about the PMBG 7.4. So Xplane still has another year or so on my computer. Iglufa, really? The anniversary of that was a couple days ago? Wow. Uh-oh, you made me do it already. You're gonna have to buy it. Oh no. Well, listen. If you have any hiccups, don't come back to me. I didn't promote it. I'm just saying it's the GOAT. Zippy, what's up, my man? Fuel, real quick. I gotta remember how to fuel this thing. I feel like I'm supposed to move fuel pumps around on this again. I am so rusty. Because I think you want to make these the same, right? Shouldn't I just open these right now so they'd be the same? I feel like I should open these so number 3 and number 4 are equal. Or do I burn centers only until they're open? I think we're supposed to burn only from 3 and 2, right? You're all Phoenix for recurrent prep? Yeah, Mr. Martini. This year I used Phoenix all the way through. Feed from the center, then the inboards. Right. Until they equal. That's what I was thinking. So this plus this should equal this. So I need to feed from just this. So I believe I turn these on and these off. Monitor fuel pressure. We don't want to flame out here. I think, yeah, that's how it's supposed to go, right? You feed from 2 and 3 until 2 and 3 equal 4 and res, respectively. Which is not going to be very long. This is going to be, what, about 17, 18... Actually, it's getting very close. We don't have a lot of fuel. We're actually very close. Put it back, says Diabetic Lad. Ah! We'll be fine. Alright, we'll be fine. Flyby. Another one. Alright, let's see. We're gonna check our perf table too. 39,000 pounds at ISA plus 10. 255.8. Wait, what? We're way too heavy for that. We're at 536? What? I'm not reading this right. $564. This must be in tons and pounds. Yeah, kg and pounds. So 536. Yeah, we're good at 39. Yeah, kg. Listen. See, this is why we're doing this flight. I'm refreshing my memory. Okay, chat. I'm refreshing my memory. Okay. Leave me alone. Word on the street is that your controls shared cockpit works fine in 2024. Really, Jeff? Now that's an idea. I have never done a your controls flight, but I would be very interested. It seems like a lot of fun. I did a shared cockpit with the Tolis many years ago with a former first officer of my operator. That was a lot of fun. We did a flight into Pero. But, man, I'd love to do that in 2024. One more flyby. Love it. See, if my cockpit stayed like that, is it going to stay like that, or does it get dark? Oh, no, it's staying like that, I think, because it's nighttime. That's good. So at night, the cockpit's all right. Matter of fact, we'll probably run it down a little bit. All right, we're getting ready to make the turn here. This is in auto mode, right? Yes, so we should go waypoint change to waypoint 1 to 2 here. We'll stand by for the turn, and we'll do a flyby in the turn here. The Phantom stream where you 3-pointed it? Oh, where he 3-pointed it into the park, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Nighttime kills my FS and Xplane, don't know why. Really? So far, so good, no issues. But we'll see if it gets further into the night if I have any performance issues here with the airplane. I think what we'll do is we'll let it get completely dark, and then we'll fast forward towards so we have a sunrise into the Sky Harbor. Matthew Preston, what's up, man? Sharing a broom closet with a stranger sounds like work. Need a nice hotel added. Yeah, exactly. There's no way to turn the cabin lights off, is there? I feel like that's something we've talked about before and we just haven't been able to do. Ah! I remember when I was like 8 or 9, my first flight ever, Xplane-12 was United 744, Miami to London. Nice. Oh, we're in the turn. Fly by. What's the slow-mo flyby? Shift 1? Look at the rest. Oh, that looks so good, man. The way this airplane was, I mean, there was, I don't think Felis did 3D scans, did he, of the model? The model is so good, man. So good. You said it's in the tablet? Cabin lights off. Thank you, sir. We're going to have to dial the speed back a wee bit here. We're doing 8.9 Mach, 33,000 feet. That's on me. Let's go back 295. Let's go back to, oh, I should have done Mach hold. Oops. So we'll remedy this. We'll go vertical speed. I'm going to pitch up here. Going to slow down a little bit, and then we'll do a Mach hold. That's my bad. I left it indicated. 8.9 Mach at 33.9. I love it. Zoom climate here. Fly like a biz jet. Your new V1 channel, Dave. Exactly, Swarm. Flyby simulations. Come on, baby. It can't climb well at 8.9, Boeing really going downhill. I mean, technically, it was still doing like 500 feet a minute, so I think we would have been fine. I guess I'll go back to full screen cam here. We don't need that anymore. I mean, we're still doing 1,000 feet. We're doing 1,000 feet a minute now, 8.8 Mach, and it's really not bleeding too much. How's the crew rest in this bird? I actually have no idea what the crew rest was like on the older 7.4, 200, 100. No idea. All I've seen are, you know, like in the movies, the old 7.4s, and I don't know how realistic those are, because sometimes you get a movie of a 747 and they're like in a hotel. You're like, what? No way, that's on an airplane. What was the 7.4 movie with Harrison Ford? Where he was like the president or something. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, back into Mach hold, 8.7. Air Force One, duh, yes. Air Force One. That was like one of my favorite movies as a kid. Seeing the 7.4, Air Force One, heck yeah. That was a great movie. We should watch that on our long haul to Europe. Get off my damn plane. There was Air Force One, and then there was another one too. What were some good 747 movies back in the day? I mean, there was another one too. Air Force One, and then there was one where they. Gosh, Airport 77. Yeah, Airport 77? No, not Snakes on a Plane. Executive Decision. That's the one I was thinking of. Executive Decision. Yes, Executive Decision on Air Force One. That was my history lesson on the 747. You've never seen it? Oh man, if you like older movies and you want to see some, I mean, at the time I thought it was pretty good. But 747 Executive Decision, you got to check that movie out too. Good movie. Airplane, of course, Luke was. Yeah, Airplane, of course. Airplane should be mandatory for all new pilots getting into the airline world. You'll watch it on Prime tonight? There you go. Yep. Report back. Let me know tomorrow how it is. Airplane was a 707. Was it a 707? I think you might be right, actually. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was a 707. The stream is bringing back fond memories of the first time I flew on a 747 in the 90s. I spent hours over the Atlantic watching the HF antenna on the right wingtip. Oh, here you go. How about that for memories, man? Look at that. I do like that wingtip out there. I'm going to turn the sim down real quick. Let's go 37.5. Well, we're not going to be able to see LAX. That's unfortunate. I was really trying to see if we could get a visual of LAX. Do you guys want to see what real time looks like? Since I don't think we'll have to look at the ground textures. We could do real time with the clouds out there. Nervous? Yes. First time? No. I've been nervous lots of times. I love that movie, man. Langoliers. Yeah. Pandora's Box. 7-4, yeah. Don't call me Shirley. Shirley. No, we're flying on instruments. Oh my gosh. Chat. We're going downhill. We're not even atop a climb yet. 1,000 to level off. Let's see. 78 miles, 9 minutes from waypoint 2. So 1-2 RZS was 14.9. I guess we could throw that in here. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how to do DME updating again. It's not going to be an issue with us on this particular flight. Look at our frames. 45 FPS? That seems kind of low, but
1,000 to level off.
I totally forget how to do DME updating. I'm going to have to refresh my memory. L1011 on Langoliers, yeah. Gosh, could you imagine? Here's a pipe dream. You ready? A Felis L1011 for Microsoft 2024. Could you imagine that? Hello, I'm thinking of getting an Xplane-12. I'm tired of Azobo's BS with Microsoft. Uh-oh. Can you name some add-ons I can get for better visuals? Some kind of auto ortho from what I've heard. Gustavo's going to be your best answer to that. There is an auto ortho. I don't use it. I've heard too many issues with it. There's something called the map enhancement mod or something like that. Someone in the Discord was telling me I should check out, but I didn't have time to install that and all that nonsense. But, oh, look, we're over the clouds. We're out of the clouds again. But check out map enhancement and auto ortho. What is the key command for moving the time slider slightly? Gus, do you remember? Like, instead of going into the main menu and having to reload the flight, can I just, like, hit Shift K or something? Oh, K and L? Ah. So if you guys want to see what Xplane really looks like, I mean, the lighting looks good, but obviously I don't have any orthos installed or anything like that, but they still got some ant problem. It's much better though. The ants are much improved. We used to have a ton of ants on this airplane, remember? The ant problem is almost non-existent. Oh, we just flipped over. We got to make sure we go into proper mode here. We're going to overspeed. So now we're climb. We're going to go into Mach hold. Right there. We'll do about 8.7, 8.8 Mach. Alt cell. Hopefully we'll get there, and then we will go to altitude hold mode. Do a flyby now. Here we go. You want to see what it looks like with a flyby? Matt Presley, ground textures make me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Don't look at the ground. Don't look at the ground. Look at the nice contrails. See, the contrails I think look really good. Look at, there's like no ants. We got some anting on the back there. Overall though, much improved. How's the performance for Xplane-12? Aaron Hastings, I'm getting 62 FPS right now on flyby cam. I'll check when I get back in the cockpit. I would think I was getting about 45. But it's been very smooth. But Aaron, you also have to understand I'm running 0 mods, right? 0 mods, default sim. The only add-on in this sim right now is the Felis, so that's going to play a role. In the cockpit here with the Felis, I'm rocking 46 FPS here. But I will say it's been smooth. The experience has been very smooth. No stuttering or anything like that. Of course, you seem to see stutters everywhere, so I don't know if it's stutter-free in your eyes, but so far this flight has been pretty stutter-free for me. The Felis is one of the heaviest Xplane add-ons perf-wise, so 62 is solid. Okay, right on. What I love about Xplane, it has 0 stutters. I will say, Jesse, it's been very smooth. Yeah, it's been very smooth. And to be honest with you, I remember when we did before I got kicked off VATSIM again, we did a group flight into JFK at night. There was a ton of us flying it. And I didn't have any stutters. And I think my frames actually got down into the 30s and high 20s into JFK, but it was a smooth experience, even though my frames were less. I think Xplane can run at a lower frame rate, and you still get kind of a smoother experience. Can you talk about what it's like changing from 135 to 121? Yeah, it's a lot easier, man. So 135, at least my 135 experience, it's more of like, hey, you got a lot more on you that you got to do, right? You're doing your flight planning, you're doing your perf, you're doing more things in a 135 op. In my experience, I'm sure there's some 135s that are different. I know there's 135s that are different. You know, they have schedulers and dispatchers and things of that nature. But 121, typically, it's going to be an easier experience because you're expected to fly the airplane, and you're expected to be at work when you're at work. When you're off work, man, don't have to talk about work. Don't have to think about work. Not going to call you. You don't have to go in. It is a real nice part of 121 ops. You literally just... You set the parking brake and you're done. Go home and you're done, man. There's no more of that 135 background stuff, if you will, that you typically keep up with. And also, when you're on your job, I mean, you have, at least, again, this is only in my experience, right? You have way more resources, at least I did when I came to 121. When I started flying airline stuff, I mean, you have... Well, first and foremost, if you're 135 single pilot, you don't have a crew member, right? But so it's all going to be multi-crew if you're in airliners. So you've got your captain's with the first officer. You've got a whole team of dispatchers. You've got shift coordinators. You've got ground security coordinators. You've got gate agents. You got schedulers, dispatch, I think I said that. So you have a lot more tools available, right? And it's more of a spoon-fed environment, if I'm being honest with you. It's a much more spoon-fed environment in 121 World. 2 minutes after setting the parking brake, we're on the jet bridge going home. Yep, that's right, Matthew Presley. I got to my truck, so we came back from San Juan last night. I set the brake. I was in my truck in 6 minutes. Brake set in the truck at 6 minutes. Loved it. I've invested over $500 worth of add-ons in 2024, and I can't justify switching back to Xplane-12. For aviation, I don't think it's... If you're invested in 12, see, we're getting some anting now. I guess it depends on where the sun is at, how you look at the airplane. I think... I don't know. I don't know what I think. You know, if you're invested in 2024 or whatever, there's really nothing in Xplane that 2020 doesn't have or Microsoft doesn't have other than the classic 7.4 and a Q400. But you can still have a pretty decent turboprop with the ATR, and I heard that's getting updated, right? So that's my thing now is that Xplane, there's really nothing in Xplane other than the Felis that I'm missing in Microsoft Flight Sim. But everyone's different. You know, you may really want the A340-600. I particularly don't miss the A340-600, so not an issue for me. But it's just more immersive for me. Microsoft is. The 7.4, 7.5, 7.6 thrust set, those are the biggest. That's really the last key, you know, for Microsoft. When we get the Bluebird 7.5 and we get the PMDG 7.4, it's good night. A superior replay system. No, I don't believe. In my opinion, the replay system that I use in Microsoft is better than Xplane, because even if the sim crashes, all you have to do is reload your sim and you can launch the replay again. In Xplane, if your sim crashes during replay, you're toast. So I prefer the Microsoft replay system, which is something I never said from the beginning. It's something that I got accustomed to. Matthew President says the problem I have is I never guessed the right terminal to park in. That's a problem. Yep. That'll definitely take longer. Yeah. Native tower and flyby cams. The flyby cam, yeah, the camera system is still superior in Xplane for sure. It's easier. It's more intuitive. But what I don't understand, Diabetic Lad, FSX, FS9, they had all of these camera views. What happened? Why would they just, like, why would they stop? And why would they give us all these weird camera things, you know? We had a tower view. We had picture-in-picture cams. Yes, that was awesome. The PIP cams were awesome. We had all that stuff. Xbox happened. Yeah. You're probably true. Probably true. I love the grime on the engine nacelle there. All right, so right now we are waypoint 2 to 3. 1, 2, VTU. So after VTU, we're going to be going to LAX. You know what time it is? Well, no, it's not time for the 747 theme song, because we got to wait till we are sunrise or a little more juicy lighting situation. But you know it is juicy. 747 cockpit view. That is a thing of beauty right there. Also, does anybody know anything about refrigerators? So my refrigerator started humming pretty loud, and the water, when you get water out of it, it's hot now. So, yeah, I think I don't know if I got to pull it away from the walls, see if maybe I can get a new compressor. Maybe the compressor's going bad, or is it like toasted? Because we've had this refrigerator a very long time, and it's moved. How many times has this fridge moved? So first house to second house to storage, that's 3. Storage to this house, Georgia house, that's 5. And then back to this house. It's moved. We've moved it 6 times. How old's the filter? Filter's brand new. Replace the gas tank. It doesn't run on gas. A new ink cartridge. A bit about fridges. Yours break? Yeah. Talk about random. Maybe I didn't. There was no segue into that. My bad. Have you tried that new Airline career tool in the line? You know what? Gosh, Just Flight messaged me about that on the line, flying the career mode or whatever it is, and it just happened to be at a bad timing where I think I was just going into training and I didn't get back to him. But I did see the email and it looked very interesting. So I might have to look into that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know anything more than that I know what you're talking about. Ice fluid is out. Yeah, it did last long for 6 moves, right? And I mean, not just short moves. I mean, long moves into trucks, a lot of miles. So, but yeah, it started humming pretty loud and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if it's something that's easy to fix or if we just need a new fridge. I think that's what it is, Virtual Flight Diary. I think the compressor is toasted. Any thoughts you could share about the incident on the Phoenix-bound flight that had a fire? What? What flight is that? Play Crazy Mikey? American 357? Really? There was an American 357 that caught fire? I don't know about that. Captain Simp, thanks for the $5 super chat. Is this conversation you have with your first officer to break that? Yeah, Captain Simp. It's exactly how it starts. Matthew's right. So, you sit back, seatbelt sign's coming off, which I think is this one. Nope. Oh, what did I just click? I don't know.
Has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. However, we recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while in your seat. In a few moments, the cabin
seatbelt sign off, and then what do you know about refrigerators?
Cold drink, as well as a light meal. Alcoholic drinks are also available at a nominal charge.
American 357 Philly to Phoenix diverted Dulles. Really? Oh, it's a PED fire. Interesting. Battery fire. Huh. They have burn bags. They have burn bags on American, right? Burn bag is you just take that PED and you throw it in a bag, let it burn. Gosh, I mean, this looks so outdated. I love it, but it's just, ooh, brother, ooh. Appliances have 50% aluminum tariffs on them now? Great. Yeah, burn bags, okay. So Tyson, it's funny, I actually said that to my wife. I was like, well, Labor Day, might have a Labor Day appliance sale coming up here. Southwest EVA Air partnership. Yeah, somebody sent me that actually. Interesting. All right, I want to see LA at night. That was the point of flying over LA. I'm going to run the time forward here. See, that looks amazing right there. You know what? We could actually do I think we could do a 747 theme song to this view right here. Hold on. Let me find it. You guys remember our Qantas long haul in the 748? That was amazing. That's where we discovered this song. Ah, here it is. You ready? The 747 theme song. Felis! Hey, Felis Leopard. No major complaints, no minor complaints. Actually, wait, I have one complaint, Felis. It's not in 2024. Felis, do you have a number? Can we start a GoFundMe? A GoFundMe to bring Felis 747 into Microsoft 2024. This airplane is phenomenal, dude. Every time I fly it, it's just, I don't know. I'm speechless, man. There's something about the airplane that I can't really put into words, but the way that you've created everything on this bird is just, it's the GOAT, man. It's the greatest of all time. It's the only reason that I have Xplane on my computer is for this aircraft. I'm going to run the time forward here so we see some LA at sunset. That was a little too fast. Oh my goodness me. Are you kidding me? For the guy or gal asking about PED fires, so not a huge deal. There are bags the device is placed into, and then obscene amount of water is poured into it. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we're getting a turn. Golly. A Felis L1011, yes. Yeah. L1011 Felis in 2024? That looks like a commercial. A commercial. What is it? Shift 6 cam? I gotta remember all my cameras. Yeah, Shift 6 is the one I like because I can come over here. Trying to get some contrail in there. Look at that. Just don't look down. That's right. Don't look down. Got to head back to work, Aviation. Have a good flight. Thank you, Gray. Take it easy, my man. Felis says, you guys are giving me too much credit. I'm not that experienced, and if I ever even try to do something 24, I will have to learn from zero. Hey, we'll support you, man. We will support the journey. We will support the journey. If you ever go down it, let me know. I will help. I will help fundraise the journey for Felis Leopard into Microsoft. What's the are you able to share any update on the cargo variant for the 747 Felis? I did it was a while ago. I saw you were posting updates about it and tweaking some stuff, but it's been so long since I've done any X-plane flying. I'm kind of out of the loop right now. Yeah, Colorado 72 is spot on. You might not be that experienced, but built the best plane for X-plane. I couldn't agree more, man. Couldn't agree more. Like an LAX down there in the background. Yes, yes. Where's XP at? Is he flying X-plane now? He flew the 773 the other day, I thought. Sunba, what's going on, man? On the vertical cam, how you doing? Speaking of vertical cam, let me check in on the. Is the flight tracker working? It is actually working over there. I don't know why I have the layer on. Well, let me get that off. Satellite mode off, so it's easier to see where we're at. We made the turn there. We're actually over LA. Yep, it's tracking. I had to update it for X-plane. Looks like there is some weather potentially off our nose. We'll have to get the radar on here in a minute. Felis says the sounds are done. Right now I'm making a paint kit for it to make liveries. All right. And then I will try to move all sounds from Sassel to Fmod to remove known glitches. Very cool. Very cool. I look forward to having a freighter 742 as well. Because then we can just fly at night, not look down at the default scenery, and totally enjoy freighter flying. It's mostly done, but feel empty to me and doesn't offer much for eye candy. Well, if it's a freighter, it's supposed to be empty, right? Maybe that's it. Okay, that's a new desktop background right there, chat. Done. A freighter can go to Pankridge, yeah. Atlas Ops, oh yeah. Do a Santos Dumont airport flight? Ooh. Yeah, the reflections are slept on. I think they're pretty good, man. Alright, so we'll let this sunrise go all the way down, and then as soon as it gets dark, I'm going to fast forward it so we're flying to Phoenix as the sun comes up, because Gus said we need to see the sunrise. Look at the light coming through the engine nacelles there. That is pretty good. Felis freighter immediately going to Kitech. Oh yeah, for sure, Alexander, for sure. Oh, that's an idea. Some ground equipment. Ground equipment for the freighter. Are we all in agreement that the Battleship Gray is goated on the 747? It's got to be one of the best 74 deliveries. Old Clipper, I mean, well, I'm not saying it's not king. Yeah, it's top 3. Clipper, Battleship Gray. What would be number 3? Northwest? Northwest is a sleeper, man. Let's keep it U.S. based carriers, because there's a ton that I probably don't even know of that are great. Like the Cathay ones are amazing. Oh, Speedbird, yeah, Landor livery. Okay, we'll open it up. You know what, Bill's Mafia? I don't actually love the bare metal on the 7.4 because it just feels like it's too much. It's too much metal, you know? Northwest, yeah. Japan Airlines has some good 7.4 liveries too, yeah. TWA, ooh, Air Force One. Dude, you know what? Air Force One on the 742 is pretty epic. It's got just the right amount of chrome or aluminum. I don't love the cactus livery on it. I think it's got to be Clipper, Battleship Gray. You know, Continental's okay, but I wouldn't put it up there at the top 3. Braniff, I wouldn't put in the top 3. The orange is pretty neat. I will say that Braniff orange, but I don't know if I'd rank it top 3. I think I got to go with Northwest, man. Ooh, the Retro Lufthansa Fly to Live. The Retro Lufthansa is very good, yes. If you're opening it up to the top 5 of all time, then it's got to be Clipper, Battleship Gray, Speedbird, the old the Landor, Retro Lufthansa, and I would either put in there a Cathay one, like the one that we flew into Kitech, a Spirit of Hong Kong, or I don't know if I'd put that one in there. I think that one's really cool, but I don't think it's like a statement livery. All right, let's go ahead and see if we need to turn on our radar here. Let's go ahead and throw you out there. Let's come down here. Let's throw you up on the radar mode. Something out there. We'll leave it there for a minute. T-Way with the golden world on it, yeah. There's so many good liveries from the early days, like from like 90s, 1990 to 2000. That decade, I think, had the best liveries. A decade between 1990 and 2000. China Airlines with the flower. Yes, you know what thrust set that one is? I actually have a model of that one thrust set. I have a model of the China Airlines with the flower. How are you going to leave off TWA? I know. I don't think I can leave off There's too many. There's too many, man. The question is, where do we go for the Euro Tour send-off? Do we do the Landor livery from DFW? Speedboated all the way to Heathrow? That'd be a flight. That would be a flight there. Jesse Ordonez dropping the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Jesse. Really appreciate that. Very, very kind. If you pick one up from Jesse, make sure you shout him out and say thank you. Matthew says it's the cheat line on those planes. So classy. It needs to come back. Yeah, the cheat line is great, man. I do like the cheat line. The Delta widget is pretty good, but I think the Delta widget looks best on the L1011, for being honest. Old Scandinavian Dragon livery? See, I'm not familiar with that one. Have you ever been to British Caledonia? Have you ever seen the British Caledonian livery with the big yellow eye on? Oh, big yellow eye on. Big yellow lion. No, I haven't. Miami to Heathrow American. Ooh. A steamy Miami night to Heathrow. Who would we take? Clipper or American? Is there a bare metal livery for this? I'd have to see what it looks like. Is there a bare metal? Bare metal on Xplane, I don't know if it would be very good. The Flying Tiger 7... Matthew, the Flying Tigers on the 727 is epic. But on a 7.4, I'm sure it's great too. I don't think I've seen it on a 7.4. Yeah, it looks... I agree, Max. I think on a DC-10, it's just... There's too much metal on a 7.4 to do bare metal on the 7.4. There's too much. It looks kind of meh. How many flights in the Tour de Europe land? As many as we want, man. The only rule about the Tour de Europe land is we pretty much have to stop where we end off. So, unless we have to make an exception for GA flights. Bare metal MD-82. MD-82 and 7.2, man. For sure. You know, it wouldn't be bad doing a steamy Miami night departure. Leave at sunset. That's a long flight, Chad. I'm going to have to bring the... take a nap at the office. DFW Heathrow's even longer. Yeah, I know, Bills. That's very true. But DFW Heathrow is long enough where I feel like I could go to sleep. Where Miami Heathrow, you know, you cut out a couple hours, 3 hours there of cruise time. Is there a good MD-11 for Microsoft? There is a decent MD-11 for Microsoft 2020. It's pending an update. Once it gets this next art update, it should be in 2024. And it should be pretty good. So it's the, what is it, TFDI, right? Yeah, TFDI. All right, let's pay attention to a couple things here. First and foremost, if I were to go waypoint change 09, it's 23 minutes out at this. Wow, we got a 201 miles. So let's go ahead and do a couple things. Let's pause the music so I can think. Let's turn the sim sounds up. And let's get some charts up. Let's see if we can find an arrival that we can fly into Phoenix without a star, without a nav. We're probably going to start down. Blythe 5. It's off of Blythe, right? Oh man, that's a lot of work. Blythe is in our flight plan. Let's, what waypoint is that? So 9 was the destination. 8, 7 is Blythe. I think we're going to 7 right now. Yeah, we're going to Blythe right now. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go. Let's try to fly this, allegedly. All right, Blythe is 17.4. We'll get you dialed in here, 17.4, and then it's going to be 082 out of Blythe. We'll switch over to INS, or excuse me, we'll switch over to regular nav once we get to Blythe. Let's also step down here right now. Let's go ahead and begin our descent. Let's descend and maintain flight level 240. Got to get coming down to the low sector. All right, 240. We're going to go vertical speed down. And then the thrust is still an auto throttle. So yeah, it's still going to come back. That's good. As that starts to wind back, we need to come back over here, see what's going on. In the descent, we open up the reserves, right? So we go reserve, open, open. That's going to flow into there. Check the pressurization panel. We don't set, do we need to set the landing altitude? That's flight cabin, right? Gosh, I'm so rusty on this airplane, man. I'm so rusty. All right, we'll go ahead and let's get our checklist out. Auto brakes, low, medium, max, INS, radio. All right, so we'll do all that here in a minute. Auto brakes, we'll do auto brakes min. Let's go ahead and do performance calculation for landing perf from the sim, Set speeds, minimum 8861. It's we'll land on 26, right? What are we gonna land on? Which runway? All right, Felis. Well, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Again, absolutely epic airplane you got here. The best airplane out there, man. And Xplane-12 is just the best. So have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, Felis. I look forward to the freighter version. All right, Phoenix weather 290 at 12. So yeah, we're going to land 26. 26 is going to be 11,500 feet. The field elevation is it 1,500? So perf calculator, it's 11,000 feet, and airport elevation I think is 1,500, or maybe it's like 1,200. Runway heading is 260. Dry, outside air temp is hot. Min is 96.78. So we'll go medium brakes, actually. Medium brakes, and we'll go ahead and set the speed bugs. And we need to increase that rate of descent. So down we go. $11.35, thank you. So we're more conservative. Okay, as we start down for that, we'll also back ourselves up with the Phoenix Sky Harbor ILS to 26 approach. This will be our backup for the visual approach. Zoom in our radar down here. Let's see, 258 final approach course, 111.75, 1385 is the DA, which is going to be 200 feet, right? 250 feet. All right, 250 is set. Down we go. Let's come down to flight level 200. Yeah, we need to hustle on up. You must land into the sun. The wind does not matter, only the sun. Well, we're actually going to go sunrise. So Gus wanted sunrise. So this is midnight. Oh, we'll leave it like this so we can enjoy the sunrise in natural time, real time. Not real time, but like, you know what I mean. Hopefully we'll have a sunrise approach here. I'm going to go ahead and... I can't remember how to do this. Keeps thrusting up to maintain the speed, which I don't want it to. I don't remember how to do descents in this thing. Goodness. I think you're supposed to do the auto throttle override thing, right? All right, so here's Blythe. So we're actually Blythe inbound. So if we wanted to fly to radio mode, this is going to be kind of a challenge, actually. 082. So let's go ahead and go radio. Heading 082 to join 17.4. Here it comes. So I'll go VR loc mode. After 17.4, we got to join 15.6 on Phoenix. It'll be the 15.6 076 inbound to Sky Harbor. All right, we're capturing this one a little bit fast here. Let's go get the speed break out. Why are our engines way up there? All right, we've joined the radial now. All right, radial inbound, 44 miles from Blythe. We're at 12.3, so we got some time. I guess we can start the checklist. We're probably going to get hung up on a couple things here because they want lights and stuff. But I guess we can go ahead and do this. Wing view logo, because it's going to be better with the wing light on. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's see where we hang up.
Approach checklist, please.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking signs.
On.
Anti-ice.
Did you ever fly the SP if you ever got one of Microsoft?
Off.
Absolutely.
Exterior lights.
Absolutely, Pen.
Check.
Outer brakes.
Medium.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Altimeters.
1013. Set and cross-check.
Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Seat belts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel heat. Wait. Off. EPR computer. Let's see. Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
All right. We are in icing conditions. Where's the engine anti-ice? Need to get those on right now. All right, I set low N1 for the engine anti-ice. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Love that. Got to juice it up a little bit to run the anti-ice. Got to power up to go down. I'm going to keep hustling down here. We're at a 24. We actually cleared that checklist. What's the next one? Landing checklist is what's next. We're 27 miles, looking for 44. Turbojets at 17. We're going to be above that. Our next one is going to be 14,000 feet inbound at Paint. So we'll be looking for that. Let's go back to the main settings here. Juice you guys up a little bit. Juice you up a little bit. Fly by. Can't see anything. Let's see what our wind is doing. The wind right now is a 162 at 21. That's why we got a little bit of a crosswind established here. Got about almost an 8-degree cross-track angle. 17,000 or below. Yeah, for a turboprops. So we're not a turboprop. We're going to ignore that one. Here's the sunrise. All right, 10 miles, course change. It's going to be heading 105. I'm going to mark that. 105 will be a heading, and actually it should be a course track off of Gila Bend, 16.6. So I will flip the nav 1 because I already have nav 2 set up for the inbound from Saddle. So we got to do a radio tune to Gila Bend, 16.6. I'm just going to bug 250 for a reference speed right now, too. 39.5. That's close enough for government work, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and flip you into heading mode. Let's flip this over to 16.6. Course inbound, 105. Track it. Outcell, we're navin'. Inbound, Gila Bend. New altimeter, 2983s are set and cross-checked. I'm going to flip this over to track and ground speed there, 319 over the ground. I guess I can see it right there. All right, so we're tracking down this radial until Saddle. Saddle's going to be the interception of the Fenix VOR 15.6 inbound 076, which we have standby, ready to go. 1,000 to level off, stow the spoilers. have thrust levers. We're still in Mach. We're going to switch you over to speed. And as we level, auto throttle on. Yeah, Penn, I would love to see some more old school 707 or DC-8. Dude, I'm all for old school aircraft. I'm in the minority, but ew, I would prefer, or I feel like we need more old school birds, man. But I'm in the minority. Everyone wants the magenta line. They want the new stuff. I would love 707, DC-8, SPs. Oh, yeah. So this is at 31.1 will be our fix. And that's off of DME 1. It's counting down here. It's about 30 miles. Less Airbuses, more Golden Era jets. Well, A300 B4 from Just Flight. Would love to see that. Anti-ice is still on. Yeah, thanks. We don't need that anymore. I know. I'm looking forward to that F100, man. Someone posted a picture of it in the Discord today, too. Can't wait. Nimbus seems to be inching closer to releasing their 707. I haven't heard much about the Nimbus one. That's the Xplane-12, right? That's supposed to be really good. I would be very interested in it. Yeah, I don't know how progress is on it or not. I like a good mix, not too much big screen in my face, but I love the magenta line. Ooh, I know what you mean, Pilot Unknown, like the 737-300. Perfect mix. Give me some round gauges or first generation digital engine displays with a little magenta ND or MFD, or I guess it would just be an ND, or a digital HSI, like this IXEG. They posted a video update on the 707? Really, Gus? Cockpit is very advanced in texturing. They were showcasing the wing flex and engine swirling. Really? I'll have to look up that video. Did you already post it in the Xplane chat? I'm sure you did. Oh man, I'm yawning. I didn't have my coffee. I had a tea today, and I should have gone with coffee. $52.8. We're looking for 31. I don't know why that's happening. It's condensating. Well, I mean, I know why it's happening. It's because the temperature of the air is being cooled to the dew points. It's creating visible moisture. The reason it's being cooled is because the air on top of the wing is moving faster for laminar flow, so the increase in velocity is decrease the temperature. Decrease the temperature to the dew point, and voila. But the fact that it's happening at 14,000 feet, 250 knots, seems sus. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but I'm just going to say it seems sus. I guess we didn't have to slow to 250 this early. But it's 250 at pant. Give me some juice here. United 357 heavy, maintain 290 knots. Till pant. Burn that gas, baby. Look at the fuel flows. 14. Oh my gosh, I love it. How much fuel do we have left? 49. Am I a UT fan? Of course, dude. Of course I'm a UT. Hook 'em horns, baby. Finally caught you live in one. Tough time slot for us Australians. I love your streams. So cool watching jet content come up from an AG pilot. Hey, the big fat elephant. Well, welcome on board, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you on live. Hope you enjoy a wonderful day. Is there any difference between a 200 and a 100? There is, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. Did the 100 have auto throttle? I think they did. It's configurable, right? Are they the same size? I believe they're the same size. Go fly them to the Peach Bowl in Atlanta last year? Oh, you did? Dude, that is awesome, man. Dude, I am so jealous. That is freaking cool, man. You got to fly them. I mean, I've seen the charters out there on the ramp. I'm like, oh, I know what that plane's doing out there, you know? But that's really cool that you got to fly the Longhorns. All right, 31-1. What did we say? It's going to be inbound course 076. Let's start the turn. 076. 076 inbound off 15.6. We kind of blew past it a little bit. It's because we're doing 290 knots. Let's rejoin. The 200 is longer? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know. Because the short hump versus the 200. I think I actually prefer the 200 hump. I think the 200 is the perfect length hump. Golly, I don't know what's going on with our wings there. I think the 200 has a perfect length hump. 400 is okay, but I think if I had to rate it, I'd go 200, 400, 100. SP. All right, we're going to recapture this here. Inbound. Screwed that up. Pant, landing east. That's not us. Landing west. Expect to cross at 14,000. We're at 14,000. Expect 250 knots. That's 11 miles between Hydra and the fix there. So dash 8 is too long. I agree. Well, the 400 is definitely. I think the 400 is perfectly symmetrical. I prefer the look of the 200 with just the straight wings out there and the proportions of the 200. But the hump on the 400 is 100% proportional to the 400 size. Did I mess up the course line here? Chat. 076 inbound. What's going on here? Yeah, my wings are in water 100%. I don't know what's going on. Chart not to scale, maybe? Oh my gosh, Chad, it's off 13.3. Are you kidding me? Chat, we screwed up. It's off Willie VOR. It's off 13.3. We screwed that up so bad. Are you a real pilot? We need to slow to 250 though. The inbound course for the airways, I thought we were going too far north. It's off Willie, 13.3. Which we're not even picking up yet. That's all right. We'll come back. We'll fly a heading over here. I know where we are. I can fly on here visually. I don't know why my wings are doing that. It's kind of gross. Maybe if we descend to 10,000. It won't be as gross. Let's see. Vertical speed outsail down to 10. See, as we lower the nose and reduce the angle of attack, that should go away. That should go away, especially as we decrease angle of attack. Getting lost in Xplane OG. Yeah, that's only the... Hit the like button if you remember the first time I got lost at Xplane. Those good old days. 737-200, man. Got lost in it. Literally flying in circles. Ooh, a de Havilland Comet with the BOAC livery in Microsoft. Ooh. I feel like these raindrops are going to give me a eye twitch. All right, there's 13-3 identified. Go back to view or low mode. Go get it, Tiger. Chalk it up to traffic avoidance. Man, I want to look at wing views, but I can't because they're on fire right now. X-Plane is next generation. What about the 727-100? That would be a nice addition. Yes, it would be. Nice short 100. I'm going to fly the 727 next. I don't care what you guys say. You guys keep voting against the 727. We're doing a 727 stream next. Yeah, Bruce, right? It's good. Good that it happened here, not in a check flight, check ride. Good thing there isn't Beyond ATC and X-Plane, you'd get banned from that too. I know. Well, Iglufu, we almost got banned from Beyond ATC on my last stream. We had to take off without a clearance because I didn't have the traffic map installed, and it was there was an American 321 on the runway blocking me, and I said, YOLO, we're going. You had Felis himself here 20 minutes ago, man. He even asked if you had any suggestions on what to improve. There's nothing to improve other than bring it into Microsoft 2024, I guess. Is this an X-Plane thing, or is this a Felis thing with the condensation? I mean, I don't know. Is this normal on 7.4s, 200s? You guys tell me. I don't think it would be normal on a 7.4 200 at this speed and altitude and all of the things. Maybe it is correct, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Very, very plausible. External lighting? Yeah, that's true. Although I do think it's better. I think it's better. The last version we had, it was really bad. Remember? It ballooned the whole airplane pretty much. Descend and maintain 8,000. Oh, is that what it is, Thomas Ray? Okay. See, I didn't know that. Why didn't you guys say something? You guys were there in chat. Why didn't you say something, Gus? I thought there was a 7.3 Classic and Microsoft Spirit. There's the CSS 737. I do not think I am going to be buying that. I have a hard time supporting that particular CSS 737 just for what I've seen from it. But that is the classic. We do have a classic, yeah. Oh, that's why, Gus? Oh, okay. Oh, he's focusing on the... All right, well. All right. Captain Super Scam says this. Oh, Turk is here. Turk, I was wondering why the chat was so, like, lighthearted today. You weren't here. Now it's, now we've gone back to regular chats. All right, we're 8,800 for 8. Let me look at the approach. Approach will be, we're going to join probably out here between Zenus, Sertadre, and Ceron. So let's make it a 5,000 footer. Let's keep coming down to 5. 5,000 set outcell. We're still vertical speed. We're looking good. We'll get down to 5. We'll clear these hills, and then we will start slowing down. Rent it for $5. I mean, I guess that's true. But then it's giving them a platform, too. Like, I don't know. I just don't know, man. There are some companies that I don't know. I just don't have. I don't have good vibe, you know. But I could just be totally wrong. Maybe I should just buy it for $5. They wanted us to wave a UT flag out the window on taxi and told them we couldn't do that while moving, but we could when parked. Fun fact: the guy waving UT flag out the window has a kid at A&M. Okay, now that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I could see why doing it while moving would be suboptimal, right? I could potentially see some problems, but that is cool, man. I feel like I've seen Airbus hold the flag out of their window, like when they're doing the Neo test flights, the OG Neo test flights, they would hold the Airbus flag out the window or something while they were moving. But I guess money's a little bit different if you are Airbus. Yeah, as long as it's secured. Welcome to Payload. I mean, the sunrise lighting does look pretty good, Gus. Look at that. I mean, that looks pretty good. I'm going to select 210. I'm going to see what we can get here. So we're in vertical speed.
1,000 to level off.
How the Felis treating you? I got my CFI check ride scheduled this morning, and I got to go watch the Felis stream. Perfect day. Hey, Elena Zane, good to see you. Felis is doing well. Was that proper English? Felis is great, Elena. I need more coffee, but hope you're enjoying your day, and hope you go crush that CFI check ride. That's awesome. When's it scheduled for? This week? Next week? Couple weeks? All right, 5,000 feet outsell. We're rocking it back to 210K knots. We're going to take it out here. We'll vector ourselves in. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get us into heading mode right now. So we're going to go ahead and select heading track. Heading is on. We're slowing at 210. Slats are coming out. Oh, I love the classic slats, man. Got to love it. Flaps 5. We're still getting a little bit of rain. Oh, now we're getting rain on the window. Interesting. All right. 111.75. I feel like I should know that. 111.75, final approach course 258. .258, 111.75. On both is set. We don't need any cross radios. We're going to vector ourselves in. We're at 5,000. Zemos at 5. Zemos is outside of Tadre. Tadre's at 12.4 plus 3, 7, 15, 8. About 16 miles or so. So we're looking good. 210 on the speed. Flaps 5. Sky Harbor in the distance. CFI ride in 3 weeks. Started watching your channel with 0 hours, and now 3 weeks until my CFI ride with a job already lined up. Elena Zane, that is fantastic. That is really, really cool. I love hearing stories like that. Please do keep us posted. You're in the Discord, right? You're in the Discord? Make sure you keep us posted. That's just so cool, you know. You found the channel at 0 hours, and here you are getting ready for your CFI. And that's, like I've said, you've probably heard me say in the past, the sharpest you're going to be in terms of like rules and regs and all that stuff is on your CFI check ride. It's all downhill from there, so enjoy it. Soak it up. It's all downhill after your CFI. A tad later will be awesome when turning final. What do you mean, a tad later? Like, you want me to move it now? Later in the day? There we go. How about that? It was Gus and AJ's tears. It wasn't raining. Oh, Lena, that's awesome, though. We're happy for you. Do keep us updated. All right, 210. I'm going to do something scary here in a 7.4. We're going to come back to 180. A 180 gets us all the way to flap 10. Or no, excuse me, flap 30 if we needed it. We're not doing that. But let's go ahead and drop in flaps 10 now. Flyby turning final. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it, Gus. All right, flaps 10 is set. Let's go ahead and start inching our way over. We're 9 miles. United 357, heavy turn right heading 050, maintain 5,000. Vectors to final 26. I don't think you can go flaps 20 without the gear. So we're kind of stuck here at 180. Ooh, that's going to be a tight turn. That's a bad vector. I guess we could drop it down to 3. Let's drop down to 3. United 357, heavy descent, maintain 3,000. All right, outsell. I'm practicing for my VATSIM interview. A 30-degree intercept only after a localizer. You can go to flaps 20? I don't believe you, Gus. Can I go flaps 20 without the gear? I don't believe Gus. Elena, yeah. That's how I did my steep turns. I didn't trim them out. I prefer to just put the pressure in, lock it, look outside. It's an outside visual maneuver. Yeah. People get caught up in looking inside and start chasing needles. Just look outside. Instantaneous. Look at the flap track. What about the flap track? I don't think I can go flaps 20 without the gear, and I don't want to lower the gear right now. Where's my 747-200 experts in chat? You know what? You might be able to, and then put the gear horn on, or silence, but I don't know where the gear silence button is on this. You might be able to silence it at 20. All right, we're leveling 3,000. This is going to be a tight vector here, chat. It's going to be a tight vector. There's Mesa Gateway. Mesa Mateway to the locals. Yeah, the stop is below 20, so you can go to that. The stop, you're right. Yeah, look at the flap. Yeah, okay. Screw it. Let's go flaps 20. FSS needs to just get the Felis 747 so they can look at the flaps and adjust their 727. All right, Boeing cam is on. That's on. We're ready. Oops, there we go. That's already been on. We need to get the background lighting up a little bit. Yeah, 357, turn left, heading 010, correction, 360. United 357, continue left turn, heading 270, maintain 3,000 till established, cleared ILS, runway 26 approach. Alright, that's coming there. I'm going to go Loc. ILS. Chat. I am basically an air traffic controller. Look at that. Replay. No replay needed. That might be a little shallow. Prunes at 3,000? Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I think that's going to be right on the money. I think it's going to be right on the money here. Let's see what happens. I'm ready to take over in case I screw it up. Oh, it's capturing the loc now. All right, we're going for it. Localizer live. That's why you typically stay in heading mode out here at these distances, but that's all right. We'll capture it. I guess I could have done about two. I could have gone up to 288, right? I should have done 280. I think 280 would have been the perfect heading. Locs alive. Turn and final flyby view. All for Gus. I mean, that does look pretty sick. I mean, that looks pretty sick, Gus. It does. Thanks for the content. I've learned so much from you. Your channel is invaluable. Dan, very, very kind of you to say that, man. Thank you for the 4 months support. I appreciate you. Very, very kind, sir. Hope you enjoy the next 4 months. All right, we need to slow down. Not quite yet. We're 180. What is our VAP again? VREF 135.
Landing checklist.
I'm going to wait on the gear. He's going to yell at me.
Damn.
Damn. That's okay. I'm holding it on purpose. I want to get ready to hand fly it, though. So, autopilot. Not bound, I guess. Disengaged. Auto throttle is off. And I'm above 140. Or is 135 plus 5 is 140, right? Glide slope's alive. Oh.
Gear down.
Gear down. Here we go. Up to 25. I know. Gear's coming down. Absolutely. So 25 is the limit. Makes sense.
Down and check.
Down and check.
Gears down. Green light.
Flaps.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 25. Spoilers.
30 now. Oh, I have
Flaps
to,
30.
flaps 30. I have to arm you. I forgot.
Armed. Hold on. Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1010. Set and cross-check. Landing checklist completed.
Winds are 15, gusting 20. VREF plus 10. We're going to stick with VREF plus 5 here. We'll see what it looks like. I got distracted, got high on the slope. We're catching it though. Can I sneak a flyby in? Ooh.
1,000.
1,000 feet stable, clear to land. And now 327 contact tower, 25.5. Now 347 Sky Harbor Tower, winds 250 at 15, gust 20, runway 26, clear to land. Oh, they are a little gusty. I can feel it. I can feel a little bit of gust going on out there. Coming through a little burble there. It's going to sink here on us. There comes the sink. That's good. I'm going to use that to get kind of on the slope again. There we go. A little more power.
approaching minimums.
Jeez, look at the
Minimums.
crosswind shifting now. Oh, look at that big ballooner right there. How fast now. Oh, chat, did we just screw this up? I think we just screwed it. We can't go around.
50, 40, 30, 20.
We gotta go around. We gotta go around. I don't know how to go around. Oh, shite. Here we go. Let's go around. Go around. Flaps 20. Positive rate.
Flaps 20. Gear up.
Gear up.
Gears up.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Heading. Let's climb 3,000. That's coming on. Vertical speed. 1,000 to level off.
Flaps 1.
Okay, I gotta make sure I get everything going on here. 240. That's coming off. Get the slats in.
Flaps up.
All right. Altitude hold. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I guess we can leave it and go around. My auto throttle's off. Chat, we're speeding. There we go. Oh, number 4 is out of sequence. What's up with that? There we go. What's going on with my number 4? Maintain 250. Okay, they're all locked up now. All right, good. All right, I think we're fine. We're altitude. Why are we not altitude hold now? $4,000. Altitude select. Just get up to 4,000. Start turning back to the. I'll tell you what. Let's go to the right this time. Make right traffic. Well, that was suboptimal. All right, alt cell. Speed mode 250. We're cleaned up. After takeoff checklist is complete. We're coming around. Try it again. Elena, what'd you do to me there? That was the FO. That was Elena's fault. All right, come all the way back around. We were fine, and then it's just like we got a big crosswind and then just a big ballooner. It wasn't like I overflared. I mean, it just started ballooning at 100 feet. There was nothing I could have done, so other than fly better. So here we go. We're going to try it again. Coming all the way back around. Maintain 5,000. Let's go ahead and see our perf. From sim. VREF 133 now. Wish we could see how high the EPers went. Yeah, they. I probably cooked them there, man. Because as soon as I engaged EPer, I heard them spool down pretty good, which is an indication that they were definitely overboosted. Wow, now we are in the sun. This is what Gus wanted. Is there a sunshade in this thing? I don't think we have any sunshades, do we? Boy, we went a little bit too far out. Let's come back to the right a little bit. Keep it inside peak. Get the safety squint. Shift S for sunglasses? Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty cool. Could use that in Microsoft. Jeremy, what's up, man? Didn't know you were streaming. Did I miss it? No, no green dot. We were just doing we did this stream to kind of refresh our memory on how to fly this thing in case we take it on the long haul. So, I just screwed up the first landing attempt. We're going to have to try again. But you look cool in the shades. That's the most important. That is very true. Is there a pilot model in this? No, I don't think so. We back Tyson. Yeah, you get a 2-for-1 landing on this one. X-plane crosswind's way over exaggerated, right, Turk? There's no Toga button on this? There's not. You just have to set thrust. Or no, there is. These are Toga buttons, right? Or are these disconnect rockers? I think these are Toga buttons. Do I have that bound? No, I don't have it bound. I kind of want to click it. No, I didn't do anything. You just have to set thrust the old school way, man. The flight engineer would definitely set the thrust. You're right. That's right. You're absolutely right. All right, let's try this again. 3,000. Let's come back to, let's just bug 180 now. Slowing down to 180, 3,000, vertical speed. Down we go. Altitude select. 1,000 to level off. You think this looks better than Microsoft and Fenix? I mean, maybe the airport. This is definitely Texas level haze. All right, 3,000. Give me a little speed break. Let me slow down here. All right, outcell. Altitude hold. We're slowing down. Okay, that's too much. Flaps 5. Here we go. Or 10, I guess. Flaps 10. It's 110, 25. Okay. All right. No, that's not. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
All right. Let's try this again. 9357. Turn right heading 100. Round 2. Let's see. Jaggles at 4. We're at 3. United 357. Turn right. Heading 160. Vectors to final. Just came back. We're having an engine 4. It's synced up, but I got it out of sync on my hardware, so I have to. I'm out of sync. I gotta match it up, and then the auto throttle takes care of it. United 357 heavy, turned right heading 240, maintain 3,000 toes established, cleared ILS runway 26 approach. Alright, 240, 3,000, in the turn, 180, flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
170 on the speed. Oh, chat. We forgot the. Oh, chat.
Gear down.
We didn't arm it, chat. Auto throttle's mine. My goodness me. 138 now.
Gears down. Green light.
At least we didn't cross over to 2.5s. That would have been worse. I really needed that coffee. I told you, man. No longer doing tea before a stream. That's a recipe. Actually, a tea before a Felis stream, I should have known better. This is 100% user error. Having tea before a Felis stream. Here comes the slope. Down we go. Nav, glide slope captured. We're slowing down. Flaps 25. We'll go around
Flaps
out to
25.
3,000 is set.
Landing checklist.
Gear.
Down and check.
Down and check.
Flaps 30.
Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Spoilers.
Armed.
Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1010. Set and cross-check. Landing checklist completed.
$1,000.
1,000 feet stable, cleared to land now. Jeez. I mean, what are we landing in? A hurricane? Look at that!
500.
Look at that! What is that? I mean, we just went to 160 knots. Now we're gonna fall out of it. I'll catch it here. Gotta catch it.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
All right, I'm ready for this big gust here. I'm ready for you this time. There it is.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Check reverse. Auto brake off.
Manual brakes.
Out, off, reverse. 60 knots.
Barely legal. I don't know, man. I don't know if that was legal. I don't know if it was legal. That was a lot of work. I was not expecting that much work, chat. I was not expecting that. That was a lot more work than anticipated. Did we start the replay? Take the wide. We're gonna go Charlie. We're gonna take the wide turn. Gosh, I love the flap animation. It's so good. All right. Oh, we should have done body gear steering there too, right after that. That's going there. Arm, anti-skid set. Okay. Let's taxi to the ramp, chat. We're going to get a bunch of stuff here, so I don't know.
After landing checklist.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Better physics.
Body gear steering.
Arm.
I
Auto
know,
brake.
man. There's so much better
Hold
physics
on.
here. What did he say? Auto brake? Oh, my bad.
Off.
See, I haven't done this one. We're going to miss a bunch.
Ignition.
Off.
Engine and wing anti-ice.
Off.
Radar and transponder.
This.
Damn.
Damn.
Standby.
Standby on the... Well, they wouldn't have it on standby now. Oh, no.
Flaps.
Up.
Spoilers.
Down.
Stabilizer trim.
Damn.
What are you supposed to set it at? Oh, 7 units.
7 units.
Outflow valves. Open. Pressurization mode selector. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Aft cargo heat. Off. APU. Check. Checklist completed.
All right. We're going to leave it there. And actually, let's go ahead and do, let's get these off, Strobe wings. Where are we going to park this beast? One of these is a heavy gate, isn't it? Let's go right here. Will we get a second flight? No. No second flight today. I think really it's down there. That's where the speedbird is. We're gonna go right here though. I think you have to go all the way down. Parking cam. I do love this about Xplane. Watch this. Marshaller cam. Long way. Little long on that one, chat. Little long.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake is set. I never started the APU. And then we'll shut them down. You parked a couple Atlas 742s. You got to be up on the K loader. That's awesome, Jeff. That must be a cool view, man. That must be pretty cool. Here we go. Wow, that took way longer than anticipated, too. 5 o'clock? Chat. We gotta watch this replay. We gotta go. What an icon of a bird, huh? Alright, now, for replay, do I have to do anything special? Let's take a look, see what Volantis said our landing was. There's our 2 patterns coming in. Volantis said 202 feet per minute, 1.06 G. Winds 286 at 1.5. So we'll complete the flight on Volanta. We'll get rid of that for now. We're not going to attach both jetways. We're going to go right into replay mode. Okay. And we're just going to do 1 click and wait, right? So maybe right there. Just wait. Be patient. Ah. A little more. Ah. Let's go ahead and rewind. This was our actual landing. Pretty flat, Chief. Pretty flat, I think. Not quite a 5-pointer, but close. Definitely could have used more flare. Now, what I really want to see is the go around. Illegal? Oh, we didn't check if it was illegal. Hold on, let's check if it was illegal. I don't know. We're down? Oh no, we got plenty of, we got a whole freaking airplane to go, man. We're definitely legal. Get out of here. I don't know, maybe we touched a little late. Nah, we're legal. Needed more flare. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see if we can get to our go around. More flare is less legal. Yeah, we ran out of room to flare it more. A usable replay system? What a elevation! Oh man, this replay mode scares the hell out of me. Because if the sim crashes here, we're done. Whereas if I was in Microsoft, I could save it. I could do another try. End it, reset time, reset the weather. I could make videos easier. I've grown to love the Microsoft third-party replay. All right, but this will be the go around here. It's literally sim roulette. Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. See, I don't want to click up here and drag because I think I'll screw it up. So we just got to kind of wait, fly backwards here. All right, now this ought to sound pretty sick. But yeah, we got a big gust of wind on this one. Everything was pretty fine. We're on speed there, a little bit fast. We catch a gnarly one. Look, power's at idle. Power's at idle. You can hear it. Trying to catch it. Ooh, see that? Don't pull a UPS. don't pull a UPS. Oh, look how close we were. Oh. Hold on. That is going to be a sweet view. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to go here. I'm going to come this way. We're going to turn the sounds up a little bit. Watch this. I mean, that's eerily close to what happened to that UPS pod strike. What's the handheld camera, Gus? I want to hear the go around from Minecraft Serious Clouds. Yep. I want to hear the engines on this one. Hold on. Let me can I adjust them in settings while we're here? Engines volume 100. All right, watch this. Listen to this. All right. That's it. We're done, chat. I'm going to school it forward. I'm getting out of here. I agree, Jeff. It does look like a level D sim turned up to 11. That's pretty much what it kind of gives me the vibe of, for sure. So it's just the lighting is good, but the rest of the sim isn't there. So it's almost like the lighting works against the sim because it highlights some of the low areas. But the systems on the Felis are pretty amazing. The sounds on the Felis are amazing. Flying the Felis is amazing. This is my Felis sim. I'm not even going to call it Xplane-12 anymore. We're just going to call it Felis sim. But I hope you guys had fun. I had fun with that. I needed that one. That was a good one to knock the rust off. So at least we have the 747 in our back pocket for a long haul upcoming. What I'm going to try to do next is I'm going to try to get the 748 modified in 2024 with FT Sim now that we can download it. I'm going to see if I can get FT Sim to work on that thing. We're going to have to give that a spin to see if we like it, to see which one is better. But until the next one, we're probably going to do a 727 stream here real quick. I'm kind of in the mood for some old school airplanes. So keep an eye on the lookout for that coming up next. Probably tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow. It's going to be cool in Texas. I might go fishing and take the day out. So look at the slats retract, spoilers come up, reversers deploy. Oh, it's so awesome. All right. You guys have been awesome crowd. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one. We don't get very many Xplane-12 streams on here, so for you Xplane-12 fans, I hope you enjoyed it. You have one heck of a Felis airplane to fly. Until then, stay safe, stealthy. I'm V1. See ya.